Gente, começando o capítulo final. Para Canaã, terra de Canaã.
This sensation.
What's all that smoky stuff?
It gives me the creeps. It's just my asthma. Although it might even kill Mila and me if we linger too long.
What? That is one foul fog!
This miasma, isn't it only supposed to be produced if soul purification stops?
Miasma is expelled as souls pass through the cycle of reincarnation. It's a toxin that eats away at souls.
Usually Origin should be keeping it under control.
Great, and we're supposed to just hold our noses and charge through it?
Beasley already has.
By using L's power, no doubt.
I see you noticed.
What we are seeing here is not real.
A trap by Kronos?
Yes, he's probably warping the space around us.
Creating tricks of light, illusions to waylay us.
It's hard enough to see straight in this funhouse, let alone fight. Now what?
Muse and I could charge forward and dispel Kronos' power. However,
We'd deplete our strength and be useless in the battle to come.
if each of the four great spirits could shield one of us, we'd be able to move forward without weakening.
Good thinking, but
Right. Only 4 of us could actually move on.
Luger, you decide who goes.
Bom, eu vou escolher o meu grupo principal. Agora o jogo faz a gente mudar várias vezes. O meu principal é esses 4 aqui. Bom, gente, não vamos esperar terminar a conversa.
The Four is saying, cats can come along for free.
Bom, gente, essa fase aqui, olha o mapa dessa fase. Essa fase aqui é um inferno. É horrível, horrível. O ideal é você usar um mapa. Esse mapa aqui não diz nada, não diz qual é o caminho, por causa das armadilhas. Como é muito ruim essa fase horrível, eu vou carregar o jogo lá na frente, que já passou da fase. Porque a fase ela tem 6 modos diferentes. Então, eu não sei qual é o modo que está agora nesse jogo. Aí é um labirinto do inferno. Aí o que eu vou fazer? Eu vou carregar um jogo que eu estou no final dela, para continuar o jogo, o vídeo. Porque realmente eu não sei explicar como passa dessa fase, gente. A única maneira mesmo é um mapa que indica onde é os caminhos errados e onde é que é os caminhos certos. Então, vamos lá, aqui eu já estou no final da fase, ó. Olha só. Isso aqui não é o mapa em si não, como já falei, porque aqui não mostra onde estão os caminhos errados. Você tem que acertar o caminho. Quer dizer, é horrível essa fase aqui, é uma fase horrível mesmo. Vamos lá. Você tem que descobrir por si mesmo, gente.
Looks like I cut it pretty close.
You did well to make it this far.
Only took 2,000 years.
Who is the girl?
One look at her face should tell you. She's a victim of your twisted little game.
Origin was only trying to provide humanity with the opportunity to grow, to evolve.
By ordering us to solve a puzzle and then hiding all the pieces?
He gave you the key. The rest was up to you.
Right, and here I am.
Ah, but you have not opened the door yet, have you? If your young companion were to become a catalyst, humanity would fail the trial.
I've grown tired of this game.
Impressive for a human.
Like I care what you think, spirit.
The key of Kresnik. Is this your trump card?
Perhaps.
Putz, grilo.
I suppose you thought you could win if you both attacked at once. A futile plan, as you can see. Because the trial's outcome has never been in doubt, the only thing that is left for me now is to finish you off and rescue my friend from beyond that door.
What? Are you referring to Origin?
Origin granted humanity the chance to evolve and grow despite the toll your soul purification process had on his body. And yet you think nothing of your own toxic impurities, nor do you attempt to raise yourselves from the filth. I cannot bear to watch my friend's torment any longer. I'll put a stop to all this and save him!
And is that what Origin wants too?
That is none of your concern.
If Origin stops purifying souls, the miasma will flood the world.
Exactly as I intended. The miasma will consume all human souls, reducing them to nothing more than inanimate objects for producing mana. Afterwards, I will simply seal away the miasma. Then spirits will finally have the world to themselves. Interesting. You killed your own brother. To boost your strength?
Chefe, vamos lá.
Come at me and I shall end.
As the Lord of Spirits, I shall stop you.
I will never allow it! I'll fight you on behalf of all the beautiful girls out there! I'm not going down without a fight!
Time to end this drama with your demise! Chrono erosion!
Thanks.
Clever. Onward! The present with no past and no future. One in which only I exist. Dance, puppets! I shall deliver your judgment.
É nóis, brother.
So, did we pass the trial?
I've grown stronger still.
Yes, that's what I'm talking. I've got to get stronger.
I won't accept this. You will not inflict agony upon Origin any longer.
You are a poor sport, Kronos. Don't bother. Your mastery of time and space is useless against the power of Origin's void.
That means the girl is...
Correct. The true key of Kresnik.
This cannot be...
Trial's over. Humanity wins!
Luger, what are you doing here? Luger.
How could you use L like that?
I did what was needed to defeat Kronos. At the very least, this tragedy will not be in vain. With my wish, I shall rob the spirits of their will, creating a world solely for humans.
Why would Origin grant such a selfish wish?
Origin has no say in the matter. The trial itself is a spirit art, spawned from the pact between the progenitor Kresnik and the great spirit Origin. As long as the pact's conditions are met, Origin will be compelled to use his power. Give it up. She's beyond saving now. Of course, you could always wish away her pain.
No, we have to get rid of the fractured dimensions.
Ah, yes. And Origin can grant only one wish from one person at a time. I suppose one way to save her would be for me or Luger to turn into a catalyst before she does. That would be the millionth catalyst, the magic number, and all transformations in progress would be cancelled. Of course, that also means humanity fails the trial, and the world comes to a bitter end.
Please, push away the fractured dimensions so that Luger won't disappear.
You can't be serious. Let me ask you again. Do you really believe you can stop me?
Luger!
Don't worry about it, Luger. I will work this out with Origin.
Can you even do that, Maxwell?
It's not a matter of whether you can or can't. It's whether you do or don't.
You are all nothing more than the spirit's lapdogs. I've crawled over a mountain of corpses to get this far! I will show no mercy if you interfere!
Beasley's Chromatus.
No holding back now! Luger.
Vamos lá, batalha final agora.
Don't waste my time.
Sync our attacks together.
Leave the healing to me! Ready, everyone?
Hey!
That at all.
Hey! Be gone! Hey! I'm here. Be gone!
Alright, here you go!
Win! Windblade! Winds of change storm and surge forth.
É nóis, brother.
Now! The ritual of destruction!
Don't bother counting.
Alright, here you go! Leave the arms to me! I got the rest! I'll help too!
That at all.
This guy.
Form Destroyer!
Don't get cocky. So you used Julius's soul to build the bridge.
You really killed Glasses Guy?
With one poor decision, you instantly made everyone's death meaningless. Your brother's death. Your own death.
Daddy's pocket watch! Luger!
Even her death.
Putz, grilo.
Curse you two! So you made a pact with the watch itself. This should be interesting. How dare you!
primeiro. É nóis, é nóis.
Luca. Hey.
Damn you, Luger!
Behind you!
I wouldn't use the Chromatus again if I were you. When you make a direct pact like that, you then run the risk of degenerating and becoming a divergence catalyst yourself. Considering the sheer power at your disposal, you would transform in the blink of an eye. Well, I never expected that you would surpass me. But that is exactly what makes humans so interesting! We never do what's expected. You want my wish, Origin? Let me tell you my own personal wish. To take this fist and punch you all to oblivion!
Beasley Bakor, may your soul rest in peace.
A man who gave his life to fulfill his duty.
Hey. I'm so glad that you all came to find me. You too.
Of course. There is nothing to fear. If it comes to it, I'll handle things.
Yeah.
The Great Spirit Origin.
The one and only. I am very pleased to meet you, King Gaius.
You know about me.
Of course I do. You see, the souls tell me everything. They're sort of like my little birds.
You seem quite curious about humans.
Perhaps, but not as much as you, Maxwell.
I suppose this is our first meeting, but we have little time for pleasantries. We have a request.
To rid the fractured dimensions and continue soul purification.
Precisely. I would be willing to help you if you think you're at your limit.
Even if that meant endless torment?
Even so.
You really do love humans, don't you?
Mila, wait!
Enough! You would force Origin to continue the purification? I refuse to stand idly by as you continue to torment him with your corruption.
Thank you, Kronos. Your concern for me has consumed you for far too long.
You mustn't burden yourself over me. We must make the humans accountable and have them pay for their crimes. What's so funny?
Well, you just showed the most human thing about you. It reminds me why I love humans.
What?
I hereby grant these representatives of humanity the right to make one wish. Luger and El, for overcoming the trial and opening the door, the wish is yours.
Me and Luger?
Yes, wish for anything, but you must decide together. I could even undo your transformation into a catalyst.
No, you can't do that. We have to wish away the fractured dimensions.
I suppose one way to save her would be for me or Luger to turn into a catalyst before she does. That would be the millionth catalyst, the magic number, and all transformations in progress would be cancelled.
So then, what shall it be? You do not wish for El's safety?
What?
Wait, you can't be serious!
To save El? By turning into a catalyst first?
No! Stop! You can't do this!
Very well, then. Will that be your final decision, Luger Kresnik?
Wait, Luger, you can't do this!
Jude, let him be.
Luger, you're not afraid of vanishing away? I understand. Then I will accept your wish.
Are you okay with this?
You're doing what most wouldn't dare. For that, I commend you.
Please understand, El.
You're the one that Luger chose.
Not one of the possible elves. Not even himself. He chose you, here and now.
Thank you.
This isn't the news I wanted. It's so sad.
His choice saved the world and the girl's life. Let's see that decision through to the end, Leia. It's the least that we can do.
Yeah.
This is humanity's true nature, isn't it?
Yes, they truly are capable of anything their hearts desire.
Even profoundly foolish things.
You may be right. But the impurity that exists within their souls is precisely what gives them strength.
Come again?
What do you think the impurity is?
I don't know. Greed, maybe? Desire?
Our ego?
Yes and no. Is desire different from dreams? Isn't ego the same as free will when viewed in a positive light? In other words, neither is good or evil.
Yes, precisely. And that is the reason why I haven't been eliminating it. I remove the miasma created during reincarnation and seal it.
But if you do that, the production of miasma will never end.
That's why I wanted to test humanity's decision. To see if humans could strive for perfection while bearing the impurity.
Humanity's decision.
Precisely. That is what I truly wanted to know. But you must continue to show me.
Of course. We too will prove who we are. Just as Luger, El, and Julius did.
That is a test harsher than anything I could throw at you. If you can overcome it, I have no choice but to concede. For the time being, we shall seal away the miasma, together.
Kronos.
But, if humanity should once again...
Don't worry. No matter how many millennia it takes, we will succeed.
Some very special humans have turned me into a believer.
Then I expect to be impressed.
I appreciate it, Kronos.
No need for thanks. I'll give you a piece of my mind later. We have plenty of time for that.
It's time I grant Luger's wish. The elimination of all fractured dimensions.
Luger, it's been an honor knowing you.
I will never forget what you have done here today.
You wrap things up almost too perfectly.
You're just jealous, because you know you couldn't have pulled it off.
Luger, you need not worry about El.
We'll take good care of her. We promise!
You have helped me to fulfill my duty once again. Luger Kresnik, you have my thanks.
And I promise too. I won't lie anymore. And I'll even eat my tomatoes. I'll never forget how you saved me. And just how good your cooking was. Okay? Okay? It's a promise.
This should restore the cycle of reincarnation to normal.
Yes. Now the human and spirit realms will live on.
And we'll make sure of that.
Farewell, humans and spirits. Let us hope for a brighter day the next time we meet.
Jude!
Thank you for everything.
Gente, acabou. Obrigado por assistir jogão, né? Obrigado por assistir. Espero que você comente, que você goste. Até o próximo vídeo de Tales of Xillia 2, se você estiver assistindo Tales of Xillia 2. Ou até o próximo jogo, se você estiver dando uma olhada no meu canal.
Everyone's moving up in the world. Chief Editor Rolando. Oh. Hey, Alvin. I can talk. No, I'm not taller than you yet, but I'm starting to catch up. Let me guess, you're calling about a job, right? Yeah? Uh-huh. Got it. Elise will be joining us this time. Come on, Polo. We've got a job. Let's go create a new world.